You are now listening to Empty Out the Clip.
This is for grandmas that pass knowledge down through stories and songs. Most are not with us no longer. We pay homage to you. Yeah. We pay homage to you. Yeah.
Born and raised in the 2024 in a time way before technology connected us all. I was raised about a click.
All right, welcome to another episode of the EOTC Empty Out the Clip podcast. It's your boy Leti of Fades coming to you from the 09, the murder capital of NZ, the West Auckland Langi. Joining me here tonight on this cold, drizzly, ugly as evening in Aotearoa. Man, I got two of the WesWes Network's finest gentlemen. I got Mr. Heavy Hands, fast track, 50k guy. The heavy hands, Mr. Chucky Blue, Kaisar.
Hey,
And I've got
what's
the
up,
ninja
brother?
assassin with the silky knifey skills, the butcher, Eddie, my Lord Usos. Wow,
Yo,
mate.
Malo Usos. Yep, what do we are?
What's good? What's
Okay,
good?
You know the drill, boys. Do our shoutouts. Let's go. Let's go, Kaisar.
Yeah, always happy Sunday to the viewers. Shout out to the Lord Jesus Christ as usual. And also shout out to the real ones and going through struggles and that. So thinking about you guys as well. Much offers and respects to you and your family if you are going through these struggles. So shout out to the real ones. Stay strong, stay tough, and always lead by your faith. And I believe there'll be a light at the end of the tunnel.
Thank you, Uso. First off, I want to make a shout out to my family. Also, the Westside Fitness boxing crew. So Louis, PJ, Lef, Kev, Sol, Aaron, and all the rest of the boys. Another shout out to Jordy and his missus, man. They're traveling through Japan. Man, loving some of those pictures. Shout out to my listening brothers, my siblings. And also a shout out and condolences to my brother Leo. He's lost two angels in the last weeks. Man, alofa aku to your loved ones, Us, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Also, I want to shout out to the Bailey family who hosted us today for like a Fruin tongai. So, I was there with the Fruins and the McClutchies, and also shout out to the in-law who has some contacts, and man, the Tongans, man, they know how to cook a pu'a, man, because, a whole pig came in. God, the skin was just, and then I got put on the spot because I had to use my skills to try and break that pig down while it was cooked. It was so hot, bro. But shout out to all my inga and all that. So I'll definitely enjoy some of that puaka later on. And and also just to reiterate what Kaisar said, man, to all the people that are struggling out there, man, I'm praying for you and hopefully blessings come your way. Sick.
Nice Usos. I'm going to send me a long list. First shout outs to the Tongan Polar Bear, Mr. Darafi Aki at Hauji Apparel for letting me flex the sick ass awful unlucky us. Next time you do something like that and you send me ugly photos, bear in mind, man, I'm superstitious, so what goes around comes around. Oops, unlucky. Next one's out to my bro Tim Dam. He's probably made his way back from Cambodia, man. It's been awesome watching your story, bro. And like, bro, there's one thing you can take a note from a guy who's putting time into his family, bro, is making a whole lot of memories, man. Man, love and respect to you, my bro. Hope to catch up with you soon. Another one's to my niece Mayani Teru. She got a mission call yesterday, and I was there at work, but it was awesome just to hear the good news, and can't wait to catch up with you before she actually sends in her papers and the passport handed over. Missing you guys, love you so much. Next one's to my Hans Muller, came in for the boys this morning. Good catch up, good little yarn, and also just seeing how much his kids have grown in the however many years it's been, man. Little Lekka's 13 and Leroy's 8, but man, just time, you blink and next minute your little boys are like, come on, laws, man. So I've really banked it, man. Hans' little boy Lekka's probably going to be 6'4". I don't know where the height's coming from, but yeah, good to catch up with those today. Another one's to my niece, Oksana Kefu, over in Sydney. I miss you, babe, man. I know you guys are under the weather, but get well, keep warm, and make sure the babies have got Vicks and garlic in their socks when they get to bed. Another one's to my also Owen Milo, man. Bro, he must think I'm the most gumbiest cat ever, bro. Like, I've been so many fuck ups at work, bro, but this guy's just got me, bro. Much love to you also. And my last one's to my toko Miki Lahi. It's been a minute, him and Brass. It's been a minute, it's been a while. So looking forward to trying to catch up and do that Matariki list and get it crossed out. What people want to catch up with for the end of the month. Seki. So you can catch more of our content on our webpage, www.weswesnet.com, and you can also find us on Spotify. Look up Empty Out the Clip. You can also find us on YouTube, our YouTube channel. Producer Cans uploads each week. You can also find our Facebook page. It's a private page, so you can just send requests for Empty Out the Clip. Answer the 3 questions. Security will let you earn. Seki boys, it has been... What has it been? It's been like a pretty glorious week, to say the least. Haven't watched any rugby, but still on a high from the state of origin, as if I was there in the crowd. But yeah, I got this nice garment that I'm wearing this evening, guys. Checking it over to you guys, man. How's the Vaso been? Eddie.
Yeah.
Do you want to go? So
We won the game, see it. Upper hand's got to go first before we hear the sad story from Kaisar.
Yeah, I just want to say, like, how did we win? Like, apart from, Munster, tragically losing his father earlier, and, bringing in a retired veteran, Papali'i, we had, like, Robert Toya and Shibasaki, which are the most unexperienced centers chucked into the squad. And it's just crazy how belief, and, like, they call it the Queensland spirit, but, like, man, I think it's just that group. Just gelling together and standing up for their captain was just crazy. I didn't expect that result. I thought, man, New South, they've got the experience, they've got the better team, but man, it was glorious, man. And one of the boys, I made a bet with him, 1.5 liter drink. And the whole day he was going to me, man, that aloe vera drink's gonna be good, Oos. And I was just like, just wait until the game. In the morning, I was playing one of the songs. Baby, you're all that I want.
Oh,
when you're lying there. So I was playing that song, blasted on my speaker when he walked in. When he gave me the Coke, I grabbed it like a baby. And I was like, go like this side to side with the Coke, giving the Coke some kisses. I was like, oh, thank you, fools. But yeah, no, I had to try and get it out of my system because I was just ragdolling him until about midday. And then once the day was over, I was like, yeah, the real state is the Samoan state. That's what we got to aim up for next, for Toa Samoa. But yeah. How about you guys, man?
Yeah, no comment, eh? Yeah. I didn't watch it, man. I didn't watch it, mate. Yeah. Yeah, but now, round of applause for Queensland and for making their call for Papali'i as well. For New South Wales, just blame it on Luluai. But yeah, well played, and big shout out to Queensland as well as Billy Slater, the legend. My man. Oh, what can you say? I mean, yeah, it's going to be salty. But what a surprising turnaround of things there on round 3. But at the end of the day, man, congratulations to Queensland. And, hey, that's what makes the competition rich. That's what makes the competition more valuable to watch, So it's like the wind, you never know which direction it's gonna turn. So that's what happened on round 3. So big ups to Queensland, man. Much aloffers, much respect, and get the fuck out of town.
But apart from the ugly game, how's your week been, anyways?
Yeah. Thanks for asking. Also, yeah, it's been about a month now, just over a month, dealing with the speed bump, but where there's chaos, man, it just makes me stronger. Where there's chaos, or where there's where there's chaos, there's also opportunities. So how am I feeling, man? I can't complain, man. I'm letting my faith take care of business at the end of the day. So yeah, for all those viewers that are also struggling with whatever, and especially employment, it's very hard. So going through a few court hearings at the moment, just to cut a long story short for the viewers that are wondering, because I've mentioned in a couple of bodies, and then just waiting for my next hearing. So yeah, it doesn't help when you've got a bit of a background, but at the end of the day, man, yeah, it's once it's in the system, you're pretty much playing pull or tug once you're back in the system again. So round 1 goes to me, boys. So thank you so much. All faith and glory to God for that. round two, I just say bring it on, man. So whatever your investigation comes down to, I'm ready. I'm ready, man. Let's do it, man. Let's do it, man. No need to be salty on the other side of the table, boss. Yeah.
Yo,
So
blessings,
at the end of the day, man, just stay strong. If you know
Mm.
who you are as a person, man, use that as fuel. Because you've got a lot of people on your back that's relying on you as well. You know, outside of the scene, right? So yeah, how am I feeling? 200% better, brother. So
Yo,
thank you for
nice.
asking. I think I'm on my next round, on my next hearing. I might wear a Queensland jersey to the next hearing. Nah. Just for a better luck, eh? Yeah. But thank you, brothers, for asking. Yeah.
Yo, nah, blessings to you also.
My week's been funny, yeah. It's been real funny. Probably the first full week of actually doing full shifts. I'm grateful, bro. Like I mentioned last week, like 3 months ago, I didn't know what direction my work life was gonna take me, and I'm also kind of shout out to all the guys that I've sort of rubbed shoulders with and just come across in the last 3 weeks, and just them sharing, like, it's amazing, man. Like, you can be out of the workplace and people just want to talk, and it's awesome just to hear. Like, I bumped into a young cat. He flew over from Samoa, and he's been here. He had to go back and bury his dad last year, but he was here. He's working, and he said it's tough, and like when it's cold, right? And shout out to my bro Jason for obviously installing motivation back into my mind, and what it is to restart your work life again. And he told me what motivates him to get up and go. It's like when he got to pay for his son's swimming lessons, and they're not cheap, So I've seen a couple of guys just moaning, like talking about hourly rates and stuff like that. And for a lot of vets that have been in the work game, I've been working almost 24 years now of my life, and I'm only 40. But I look at it as if, eventually you took enough kilometers on the work wagon, you tend to know what you're worth or what you don't want to work for. But I guess in some cases people wouldn't have a choice. But you got to start somewhere, right? And like just trying to speak life into some guys, it's like, man, your hardship's only temporary, man. And on the other side, man, you just gotta put your head down, keep your ass up, and just keep tugging at the rope, man. Keep pulling, keep striving forward, take a step day by day, because there's a whole lot of people out there who have lost jobs and are finding it hard to find jobs, because of the economy and just how this government's not really helping us out. And I believe you make your own luck as well, And if you're a good person, you're a good heart, man, karma comes around and visits you and taps you on the shoulder, and sometimes just abundance of love just comes your way. So now, talking to an Indian guy last night, and just he was moaning about his that, and I sort of looked at him. I said, brother, you should be grateful, man. We have clean green air here. Everything's green in New Zealand. We're not overcrowded like in some populations of the world, man. 2 different religions, 2 different races standing eye to eye, just sharing a yarn. Like, that's peaceful and beautiful, bro. Like, there's a war happening on the other side of the world, and it's not just over the fence. And it was enough to sort of just snap him out of it, and just put a smile on his face. Because the work we gotta do to get up to ground level, bro, is ugly, yeah. But I mean, I'm glad that I could just share that with him, and just like, because he felt like he was alone. Because you do some long hours and you're by yourself, man, and if you're not content, you can get the worst of you can get the better of you. So I was happy to share a yarn with the bro, and then the next time he came around to do a patrol, he had a smile on his face. So I'm glad, like, obviously that bit of advice or just a share of life sunk. But now, yeah, apart from that, bro, it's just been cold, eh? I even try to butter it with some track pants underneath my normal work pants. So, it's got that meanest sweats up my upper back. But yeah, I don't advise people to wear full-on track pants underneath their normal work outfits. Like, use thermals or wear tights. But I feel Poko, man. And then yesterday I wore a singlet. That was probably even worse, bro. Because when I started sweating and I got cold, suddenly I just felt the meanest my little head. Then I could feel my feet getting cold. Like, what a butts, dude, bro. So again, invest in some good socks, guys.
Yeah.
If it means you gotta go without a couple of fizzy drinks or a couple of pies for the week, man, so let's do it, man. Get you some nice, comfortable socks. Let's go pay off, man. Keep yourself warm. And if you can get yourself a little cheap beanie, beanies are cheap at the moment, man. Can you look at the sales on Facebook Marketplace? You can buy your beanie, man. Keep yourself warm. But not other than that, bro. Just blessed to be on the pod again, man. See your beautiful faces, Usos. And yeah, man. I listened back to our last recording and I was thinking to myself, man, we're speaking a whole lot of life, bro. And I think that's as real as it gets, see.
Nah, yeah. My week was like similar. It was like yeah, work has been crazy because like we got a few dudes that on holiday, and a few dudes that are sick because there's this like bad influenza that's going around. So it's taking a few of our guys out. But like, just man, I like for people out there that work into like the cold industry, this works for me. But I usually wear like a full cotton oversized shirt underneath my work shirt, and usually two's enough. Three, you get too sweaty when you're working, because sometimes I got to load freezers and unload stuff. So I prefer to wear two and just have a jumper when you're on break. Put your jumper on, keep warm, and then take your jumper off when you get back to work. The other trick is I wear shorts to prevent you from sweating too much. Your legs basically cool you while you're moving around. And if you can't afford thick woolen socks, double up on your socks. That's what helps me. Not only does it keep your feet warm, but when you like, I wear like big industrial boots. So what do they call steel caps? So, they're uncomfortable as hell, but they stop you from slipping. And I double up my socks, and so the socks help as like kind of like a mold to around your feet to keep you from slipping inside your shoes, your boots. So these are little tricks that you can help, especially in the freezing works industry, that I've used over the years. And then it works for me. And man, if you're sick, man, and you don't want to take time off work because times are hard as well, night and day, those are the best meds you can get, man. Night and day, pop two straight away, one after every meal, and then there's some night pills to help you go to sleep. So those are some big tips. But yeah, I haven't been sick at work this year yet. I took a week off work though, and I got sick on my holiday, so fuck. But yeah, nah, man, week's been I got my cousins here from Samoa, so he's been staying with us, and it's kind of good having a bit of like life in the house. Little kids running around, man, it's awesome, eh? My older sister took them to Rainbow's Inn, and man, when they talk to me in Samoa, they're talking about like spaceships and stuff. They're extremely excited, eh? So I think I might have touched on it last week, but they're still talking about it now. But apart from that, man, the week's been just a grind. And top it off, State of Origin. What a game, what a spectacle. It doesn't just show off the best of those two states. It shows the talent that the Pacific Islanders have. Like crazy talent across the Pacific. So I'm hoping that when World Cup comes next year, that some of these boys will just please put on the blue jersey. Put on the blue jersey. But yeah, Seki.
Nice. Oh man, we went beat around the bush, man, but we'll carry on with that. You got to State of Origin, bro. We can rep the sports, guys. You want to touch on sport over the week, man? You had something about boxing, Kaisar?
Yo.
About boxing. Something about boxing. Lonnie Daniels. Lonnie Daniels up for the world title shot. Mentioned the shoutouts on the last two podcasts. Why? Because it's important for female boxing coming out from this side of the world. Because it's been about a minute since we had a female challenge for that world title. So she's got a big fighter on her hands. She's got Clarissa Shields, who holds all the belts and who's got years of experience from two different weight divisions. That's who she's up against. Coming out from Lonnie Daniels, coming up from up north, but based in training out from John Conway's gym out in New Lynn. Small little West Central area, New Lynn, and to go out there to United States to fight for the world title. So, and it is because she's Māori, so that's why she can do it. So, big ups to her and her people. And coming out from Aotearoa, New Zealand. Wish her all the best. If you don't know who she is, Google her up and give her all the support, man. Because we got to get behind these little these people that are not known. We watch rugby, we watch all the footy sports we can watch, and we basically know all the names of the teams, right? From club footy up to a top tier. But when it comes to other sports, man, we got to get behind them as well, because they have nothing, they have no funding behind them to get them there. Just their pure passion, and their faith to get them to where they are today. And that's a huge milestone for a female fighter coming out from small New Zealand. So big shout outs to Lani Daniels and her whānau. And yeah, John Conway as well for doing a great job. He has years of experience behind his back as well, all the way from the from the kickboxing days to the boxing days of Liga. So he's cut from that cloth as well. So she's in good hands. So yeah. Shout out for Lani Daniels, man. Let's get it done. Yeah.
Nice.
Enos.
Oh man, the All Blacks, man. They put a bit of a statement on, but man, there's still some lingering mistakes they were doing to allow the French back in. And man, congratulations to Wales for breaking their losing streak. So they beat Japan. Also, I watched a little bit of the South African game. Man, these guys are on a different level, I think, man. Like, in the kickoff, they purposely gave away a penalty to test out the Italian scrum within like 10 seconds of the game starting. And they were down to like 13 players at one stage near the end of the game, and they were just still playing around with Italy. It was crazy how the confidence these guys have. So that was crazy. And then I think the Black Ferns put in a massive effort against the Australian women's rugby. So yeah, that was pretty one-sided match for a while. I didn't catch a score of the New Zealand Australian hybrid team that played against the Lions. I don't know who won that game, but man, the jerseys, whoever designed the jerseys, it basically looks like the scaffolding uniforms that people build scaffolds. Like, honestly, have a look at it. It looks like, I don't know, it looks a little bit makanga, like
the high vest sort of designs.
Yeah, it looks like those ones. And I was like, solid. Like I was expecting some Aborigine designs, like this hat, something like that with like a moldy background or something, like just to bring the cultures into it. But nah, man, like yeah. This guy, what's his idea of Kiwis and Australians is like dudes with hivers working on the trucks or something. I don't know, man. Producer Cams, clip it up, bro. The uniforms look dire, man. Well, yeah, that's my little scope on sports this weekend.
Oh man, if I could, it's not like I watched everything, right? So my week of watching the State of Vote, and I got a shout out to the guys who replied, right? So if I tagged you, it's a tag of what happened. That's it. I'm not gonna come on here like beat around and hate on you and like get all out with my sword on social media and just keep everyone's fuck out of their chest and like sully it. You know what I mean? But to the guys who did reply, shout outs to Cam, shout outs to Okusa. Man, love the energy. Kuma, that's it. Unlucky us. But what it does solidify, bro, and I mentioned this time and time again. All that said to me was that at the moment Queensland is still the number one team in the world, and then the South Samoa. But if Eddie's wishes come true, bro, we might as well say, and like shout outs to my Taina Loton who said it, bro. At the end of the day, the South Samoa is literally the best, can field the best team in the world, undoubtedly, man. Because bro, you just pluck him out of that game, even if Luai wasn't playing as great, bro. We're pretty much up there, man. We're pretty much untouchable, but that's probably for another 2 or 3 years to maybe actually for the world to see it. But we can see it now, the Hivers. Oh, bro. But now, yeah, I thought like it was a good roundup of just the Bayern. I think all the New South Wales, and that's the thing, bro. A lot of the rugby commentary is all New South, all the podcasts all New South, and sometimes too much talking. Like, think about it. Who's the only like standout Queenslander that's on a TV show or on a pod? And it's only Gordon Tallison, but he's humble. So maybe the curse was put on the New South team by all the commentary and all the people watching it.
Probably Gallen cursed it.
Oh, yeah. Or even Andrew Johns. He said he was even saying like with an edge like Critter, Trail, mate. Why would you put two rookies and two simple mistakes in the next minute? Oh, these guys are setting up tries.
Yo.
That's all I gotta say, bro. Like
Mm.
that there is like to me, master stroke. Oh, that's a master stroke, bro. Literally, if he gave Billy Slater a bet and he sorted the crease with that team that he fielded and the result, he literally hit that for 10, bro. With the last ball. And that's with the best bowler in the world, bro. Like, you know, you look at it on paper, man. That team was, bro, that's pretty much a World Cup team, man. But yeah, so Mr. Pussycat. Yeah, Pussycat. Yeah, got it.
Oh, shit, man. Don't forget, shout out to Baby Blacks as well for a clean sweep. Yeah, and he's beating Italy, what, under 20s, beating Italy 14-5. And then beating Georgia as well, 38-19, and then beating Ireland 69-22. So shout out to the Baby Blacks as well. Good. Yeah. Well, who you got? Who you got on that note? You said last time on the last pod.
I want Sonny Bill, but I think Gallon looks tough, but Sonny Bill's asking Gallon for the blood test or something. Like, they're trying to hype it up, but I don't know. It's just, I'm not willing to pay $50 to watch it, eh? You know?
Heck no. So how much you got? $50 for the pay-per-view?
I think it's like 49. Yo.
Man, stuff that. Yeah. But I reckon that's why New South Wales was, because they jinxed it, talking about the SBW and Gallon fight. Oh, fuck, bro, on the field? Solid, bro. Waiting for the kickoff, mate. Fuck. Yeah.
No, sick. Yo.
I was just saying, shout out to Levels for their little lima singing about the pre-game and then after game. Oh, yeah, what? Can these guys just listen to themselves before they come out with the post-match, please? Yeah, kaya gele.
It's the pride of the New South Wales Blue.
Yo.
Yeah.
Now, second, boys, we'll move on to our one of our first discussions. And it's an old one that resurfaced on social media, and it goes as far back as 2020. It's just about a domestic violence that happened in Samoa, up in the city. A worker of a gas station had her husband come in and pretty much murdered her, and then torched the gas station and left. This article was pretty much a sad read, but it was posted by the Observer, and it's obviously resurfaced, so a lot of people obviously reading it and still commenting on it. So I guess the topic's domestic violence and where it is in the Pacific, and like if you guys want to touch on it, man. Like, I know it might be foreign to some, but it's also very real, man, because this poor lady lost her life, and her husband actually came to her workplace and did the most worst horrific thing he could ever do to a human, and pretty much ended her life, and then supposedly took his own life. And that's where I thought the comments on the thread was sort of being funny, because people were just throwing speculation out there, you know. But yeah, who wants to go first on that one?
Yeah, I'll jump on, man. This is a hard case to read through. Apparently she was from Savai'i as well, for mum and whatnot, but yeah, very sad, especially, like, you know, you get that perception of Samoa being like this golden sands, green, luscious jungle paradise, which it is. But there's also another side to it, and this is the human side of things. You know, things do happen, and, you know, victim support is crazy in Samoa. And I had a chat to my cousin, and he said, like, before 2005, sexual cases or violent cases, a lot of them weren't even like solved. A lot of them will be dismissed, and because there was no area that they could send the kids to, a lot of the kids that were victims to violent assaults or sexual assaults were sent back to their homes, you know, and the perpetrator could still be in the village. And then when it came to the time of the court case, the story would change, and like they'll say, oh no, this child was lying, or this child missed some crucial details, and a lot of the cases were dismissed. So even though the story is sad, it did bring to light an organization called SVSG, Samoa Victim Support Group, which started in 2005 by a group of lawyers. And these lawyers built a working and functioning charity organization that is quite clearly transparent and has safeguards in place, and it's been going on for since 2005 to current. And they've received massive donations from the government of Japan, and also private donations from millionaires from Australia. And they provide a lot of support for people who do suffer from domestic violence and sexual assaults. And they look after women, they house the children, they give them counseling, they train them in skills, they do workshop trainings, and they've opened offices in Sydney, Brisbane, Auckland, Christchurch, and they're trying to make it self-sustainable so that they can help further look after kids and women that are vulnerable. So this case, man, I was going through this case and I was like, it happened in 2020, and I was like, man, if she had just left and gone to SVSG, it would have been all the resources there for her. And the thing with like us men, we need to talk about it. Like, we need to we need to have a deep look at ourselves sometimes and just like, hey man, just I think Leti mentioned it the other day, the word ongasai. And that's the word we need to use, man, because we can't just keep going the way we are, because this case won't be the last. And that's a sad reality. It's not going to be the last one, but we got to come together as men and try and stand up and try and, protect our ladies, protect our kids, man, especially our kids, man, and break the cycle, bro. I know it's hard. It's hard for our people out there, but, we got to find a way. Zeki.
Yeah, well said. Also, well said. And I think on my end, it's all the above of what Eddie said. It's good to have those support groups and funding there for female domestic violence as well. But I think it's not a easy thing that will wipe off overnight. But as long as the supports are there for when it happens, or even for them before it happens, to have a refuge for them for women to actually go to and know that it's there. I'm thinking that majority of the time they don't know what's there, because majority of that won't be advertised in Samoa. Maybe it is, but if they catch the flyer on the radio or on the TV, then it's good. It's good if they do catch that flyer. What I'm saying is that at the end of the day, it's a trickle effect there, because it's happened before we were even born. It's just that way of life, of knowing how to handle situations. It's especially if it's based at home where we're from, with our people and people of Polynesia in general as well. So I think education, when it comes to men, they need to be educated, in on how to react and how to deal with situations, regardless of what the situation is, whether it's a 10 for good or a 4 for bad. Either way, you gotta learn how to deal with the situation, because your education will play a massive part on their reaction. Because there's consequences that's gonna come through it, especially if they're dealing with that emotion at the time. Because I'll read you guys this quote, and it goes like this: "Violence can only be sealed by a lie." Concealed, sorry. So I'll start that one again for the viewers as well. Violence can only be concealed by a lie. The lie can only be maintained by violence. Nothing ever good comes from violence. And I remember this little punch up. I forgot who put it up, but it was about a father who had a say. He said that fighting is the answer to everything. See, once again, that comes under the umbrella of violence. So his son was fighting or whatever against at school or bullies and that. But he went to the school, he dealt with it, with the mum and so on, etc., etc. I went through that situation too. But his main point is that fighting solves everything, to a point. If it's a bully, you got to stand up for yourself, But like with my boys, I never advocate that. I never tell them, they know how to handle themselves. It's good, but I always say, if you have the opportunity to run, then run. Gap it, turn the other cheek, run. because there's no rules. I always tell them, hey, listen, there's no rules on the street. There's no rules. Yeah, you got your boys around you, but then, it's questionable, It's questionable. So if you can prevent something, man, turn the other cheek. If you can talk it down, turn the other cheek. If you can't talk it down, walk away, because violence never solves anything. Only to a point. Only to a point. If you have to defend yourself, then that's different. That's different. So once again, violence can only be concealed by a lie, and the lie can only be maintained by violence. Nothing ever good comes from violence. And that quote is from the one and only Martin Luther King.
Yo, nice as well.
Nice, bro. Yeah, bro, I got a bit of a mixed bag about it, eh? Like, firstly, I think, like, in that situation where the couple and that had been happening, right? You got to question, like, family support, right?
Mhm.
Like, family support is, like, intervene and tell your sister, hey, like, if you're an older brother, hey, or talk to this guy. Don't talk to my sister like that. I'd appreciate it if you didn't do the example of that in front of us, because I believe this wasn't just an isolated incident. This would have
No.
been happening, right? So the family could have stepped in.
I don't.
And then even like just a couples counsel, like get counsel if she had went to the point of, like, I'm not trying to justify what happened. It's just like if she had said we need counseling, like you need help. Obviously he would have been too his ego, his shame, and they people being fake akala about their situation and whatever's happening in their household, and all out of those things can push a guy off the edge, But whether he was mentally alright in their headspace, but like, yeah, I just feel like, as men, right, and it's like, and if you got kids, and even if you don't have kids, it's like, and you got nephews and nieces, but you got family around, be that example, right? Because however you project yourself and hold yourself, that's what you want the next generation to sort of get. That's how you be a man, or that's how you be a person, be human. You know what I mean? For a lot of people, it's hard for them to admit that they're not all right, and that's probably the big given. Like, people can't simply say it. Hey, I'm not okay, right? That's the key message, is that it's okay to not be okay, man. And if you need help, just ask, talk to someone. At least get it off your chest, like, because once you do it the first time, you'll be able to get it off your chest and be able to relay it onto someone else, man. But yeah, could have that have been prevented, man? 100%. Could have people have stepped in? 100%. Because I don't believe, even if she was from Savai'i and was in the main island and she was just there, her co-workers, like the owner, could have stepped in, man. Like, if he didn't see this, if he didn't see this coming, it's just sad. It's just sad. Like, we're reading it and it's hindsight later, but man, this poor lady lost her life, and this guy, supposedly took his life, and it's become an article in the paper that we can discuss. But it's a real thing, man. Domestic violence is real, man. It's not one of those, and this is where I get annoyed at us as people, as South Auckland Pacific, that we can't fucking just hit it on the head and just be, fuck, it's not okay to be like that, man.
Yeah, it's like
So-
5 years on.
5 years
what-
on, bro.
Yeah.
And then you go and pull up articles, and like, there's more articles. Like, it's still happening, man. Like, when are we gonna learn as a people? It's like, man, this poor sister lost her life, man. Ever a piece in her workplace, even.
Mm.
Man, I feel like the world needs to wake up, man. Like, but yeah, for me, it's like, as a Kamala law, it's like, to show the next generations of younger kids, you be an example to someone. Be an example, show them love, like, what it is to be, like, show empathy, show heart. Like, I want to plug, man, shout outs to SJ, Sonny Jim, and his uncle, man, Shogun, man. They did a walk of humanity through town, and they slept on the street for 48 hours, man. But just to hear the language he was using when he greeted people, bro, that's straight off the bat. That's human, man. Kia ora whānau. Yeah, stay blessed, my friend. Stay blessed, my bro. Kia ora whānau. Kia ora koutou. Man, use that language, man. When you use passionate and affectionate language like that, it's contagious, man. A whole lot of people you might not even say hello to. Say hello to them. Like, that's all it takes, man. Just to change the mindset of a person during the day, man. And you can also see it, man. If you can read a face, man, you can read someone's like, hey, man, why that long face? But man, I just feel like that could have been prevented so much, man. And yeah, we talk about it on the pod, and like, you know, this poor lady's spirit, man. Hopefully she's resting well, you know. She didn't deserve that. It's heartbreaking, eh?
A similar situation. That's what 5 years back or 6 years back, but even 6 years before that, a similar situation with back home as well. So I chased his missus down with a machete and then chopped her up and then poured petrol over her. So this is what I'm saying. Majority of the time, when they're gonna be emotional, they're gonna mix that with alcohol as well. To fuel their emotion. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm a hard advocate on the support and education, but not just that, but family as well. Always turn to family or turn to somebody outside of family who has a little bit of humbleness of wise words to just redirect that emotion, because once it's fueled by other stuff, man, shit, man, it's out of control from there on in. You're gonna react in a negative way, but so sad because you wouldn't want that done to your sister. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
exactly, bro.
Oh no.
Now, Seki gentlemen, we'll head into our next topic, man, and this is more closer to home, just out in Maangere. So yeah, and the topic's a Maangere church sold after the council consent was not signed off, and they were fined 100K. The doors were battened up, but the church continued to, and members of the church continued to use the building, even though it wasn't deemed as safe for people to be in. And then that's where they got a fine, $28,000 fine, and then they got slapped with the wrist for the unconsented renovations to their community space. And unfortunately, the church had to sell up. And yeah, that's pretty recent. It's real recent, and it's also sad as well because the person that they had do their renovations and the building stuff didn't do the due diligence, and it was just a word off them, and the church paid the price, and in the end, they lost their space. So now, yeah, chucking it over to you guys. Who wants to go touch that one?
Yeah, I'll probably touch on it a little bit there, boys. Yeah, pretty sad when I seen that posted up. I was thinking, wow, you know, it's not the first time it's happened as well. Just the bad advice and bad direction. They mean well, but just whatever their team is or whatever the trust behind or the community they have in order to guide them through. Because Congregation Christian Church, right, in New Zealand and Mangele. So it's yeah. To all those that were involved, I think that's based in Mackenzie Road, Mangele. So apparently they were guilty of 15 breaches of the Building Act or the Building Code. On top of that, Resource Management Act as well, they breached as well due to unlawful construction. Yeah, man, that's a lot. That's a lot of breaches, eh? That's a lot of breaches. So whoever was in charge of the construction or even the building of their renovations on site. Ah, man, I feel for you. I feel for the whole community of the church, of the local, of the trust as well. Because, man, they got fined. Yeah, like Eddie was saying, they got fined. Break it down for you. The trust was fined over $80,000 and ordered an additional 225,000, over 25,000 additional as well to the Auckland Council. And then Sean Palala, yeah, he was fined 7,000 plus 400 hours of community service. I mean, man, this is real sad because it's like what's happening here, you know? And you know, Alpha Filipina, our community leaders out south, you know, he's man, he's touched the hearts of everybody because they're all sad, right? They're all sad. They, from his opinion, that to their understanding, they could still use and do their local on site while the premises were under construction. So they believed in somebody who thought that they you know, that were advising the trust and advising the church leaders that they could still use and do their local on site while they were under construction. So they thought that they put their trust in him because they thought that he would have a more understanding on how the council processes, you know, kicks in. So that's now this is what happened. They breached 15 breaches of the Building Act code. So and now they're getting hugely fined for it. So sad, man. Much alofa's out to the local and to the families that put in so much money in the trust to do a good thing and to rebuild their local. So man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel for that. I hate seeing stories like that. And then people of Polynesia having that understanding or not having that understanding, and then putting that understanding into one person, thinking that they know the process. Man, everything's online, people. Come on. You could do a bit of research online and it's all online. All those acts and all those council procedures, it's all online, man. Like if you guys were to do some renos on your property, extensive renos, not small renos, extensive renos, man, you guys will have to go through the council as well. True? And if you're not sure, Google it up or ring the council. Don't put your trust in just that one individual person that may speak like a white guy, that may have all the tickets and the traits, but it doesn't necessarily mean he knows the process, Because now look, that's a lot of coin, you know what I mean?
Thank you. Man, I had a similar experience when I turned my garage into a sleep out, and my dad hired my uncle, Johnny Beefham, rest in peace. And he came in and he can do the whole thing, eh? He can do everything, bro. Like this guy is like from Samoa, can do the concrete, can do the building, everything. But every time he did something, he got a councilman to come down, and they give you what they call COCs or code of compliance. So every step of the way, my uncle, got these guys to come in, even though he knew, he said. He said in Samoa, he says, it's a waste of time doing all this hard work just for them to rip it down. So if you annoy them and get them to come in every step of the way, if they say you breached the code or you breached something, you'd be like, hey, no, but this person came and signed off on this date. This person came and signed off on this date. Because the code of compliance, especially for council and building works and resource consents, you have to understand that it is continually evolving and changing. The standards from 10 years ago are not the same standards that are now. So I'm not defending the guy that did this to the church. Maybe he knew, right, the codes of compliance and the resource consents from 10 years ago. And he Fia Poko and thought that is still on today. Okay, now I'm just giving him the benefit of the doubt of this, right? Because like I said before, it's evolving, it's changing. Or he could be one of those vales that did the no, that's all good. I know everything, and now it's cost the church heaps. Now, when it comes to the church, man, you have to give your best. You have to do your check-in and everything, even if you want to go to have a chat to Justice of the Peace, get them to look at some of the paperwork. Hey, who are the guys I need to show this to get the consents approved? And my uncle did all the wiring. He did all the wiring, but he didn't like hook it all up. But he did the wiring, everything, and the electrician came in, and it was a Balang guy. I remember it was a Balang guy. He goes, "Hey, who did all the wiring?" I was like, "Oh, my uncle did." He goes, "Fuck, this is actually like everything's like good." And I was like, "Oh, yo!" And then he checked everything and then hooked it all up. And then just goes to show, man. If the old school builders, man, they were the best. They knew everything, but they never finished it. They always got someone to sign off on it, and that's what this church needed to do. And I think for other churches out there, take this as an example and as a warning. When you're going to do stuff, don't trust your inner circle. Get someone that's impartial. Get someone that's independent of the church, that has no say in the church and whatnot. Get them to check everything, because that shows transparency. You got to double check everything. And I know it's expensive. I'm doing work on my roof right now, man. And man, even though I've done everything, done all the checks, did all the safeguards, it's cost me a lot of money. They still mucked up something, so now I gotta go for insurance. So it just goes to show, man, you gotta think like a balangi when it comes to resource consents and stuff. Don't trust anyone. Double check, triple check, quadruple check. So,
No shortcuts, Eagles. No shortcuts.
You can't do it now. You can't do it that way now. Yeah.
You hit that bang on the head, Us. especially that advice about what you should be doing. Like if it costs you a bit more, well, it pays you in the end. You know what I mean? I think yeah. Sadly, I think even I read what Nakachi had to share about it. It was like, yeah, using someone who might have already known it before, but nah, it's not valid, especially for the advice he gave to carry on using it while it was in that in that state that it wasn't deemed safe. But yeah, man, just pays to pay for the extra services, especially in a place of investment like that with more than one family. Like for them to not even have a place to worship and they put that money into that place to have it, like yeah, that's got to be pretty tough, to know that these guys sold up. But nah, Seki boys, move on to our comments corner. What do you got for us, Eddie?
Oh man, comments corner. Sorry, boys. Just had a quick look and man, like even on TikTok, there's been a lot of like chat on. But comments corner this week, I just want to keep it simple. Like state of origin was like one of the main topics that some of the boys were talking about, and it is what it is. But yeah, I just want to make a shout out to there's hello there 7645, Oliveira 9137, and Drake Builders and the Uso Vailima. Shot for always commenting and whatnot. And the chat is actually going mostly for Sonny Bill against Paul Gallen. So Sonny Bill, man, the WesWes Network people are behind you. So you better bloody win. But man, yeah. So that's it from Comments Corner. I want to do a little questionnaire for the Comments Corner next week, so I'm just working on that now. So see you guys in the next ep. Seki.
Nice, Us.
Hey.
Man, I'm only gonna take probably one result over the weekend, and that was from our closest neighboring club. I'm not gonna say Te Aratu or Waitakere, but it was actually Waitemata, and it was a battle of the West. This is for the Potola Trophy semi-final match, and it was played between Suburbs, Prem Development, and Waitemata. And the only result of the weekend, because it's the only one I wanted to really look up, right? Because finals 40s, I know possibly women won their 40, but I was like, yeah, another one for them. But Waitemata beat Suburbs 22-25.
Wow.
So massive result. And I know this team in the past has been like the Mammoths, so Roger and that played in this team, and they've done pretty well. I know the late Nonu Sua would have played in this team, but yeah, awesome to see that result, man, and to see two Westies teams going at it as well, I think. So I'm not too sure who they'll be playing in the final, but yeah, that would be the only result. And this how probably another one that probably blew my mind, and I don't know how recent this is, but it's when you're down 42-16 with 12 minutes to go, and your team go on to win 44-42, and that was from Monty Beefin, and I think that's the Issue Ball team, the Warriors playing the Tigers. So that's a crazy result, man. And then also just one of our local residents, he's from big Westie, staunch Westie family, Tusi borders Manu Samoa boys through Otara. Had a little bit of a parade.
Wow.
Awesome videos shared by Radio Samoa, and also like just other live people going live in that. But yeah, just awesome to see the Manu boys touch down, and must be freezing for a lot of those boys down here, this part of the world. But yeah, just awesome just to see the heart of Samoa and Otara like showing out for the boys. Pretty interesting. I think our only Westie that stood out for me, apart from the coach, was Nico Jones. So awesome to see an old St. Peter's boy flexing out there in the blue outfit, and yeah, hoping they go really well for their little mini tour that they're on. Yeah, that's pretty much our sport and local news.
Thank you.
Sorry, we got a memory lane. We'll go to our memory lane. Kaisar, you put a post up on the Wiz page. Do you want to share that?
Yeah, yeah, your families, typical Polynesian families, from the village life back home in Samoa, and then migration to Auckland, New Zealand, or Wellington, or wherever you may be. we have those habits of not affording the luxury of having too much TVs. We didn't have internet access back then, or Wi-Fi's, or mobile phones, or cellular phones. It was either outside being active, and at night after dinner, after the cleanup, the whole families, including your next door neighbors, including across the road, all stuffed in the lounge, and then looking at one TV, in black and white, before color time, even, or even, trickles to even to, of the next generations, and sharing that, sharing that comfort of family, and sharing that comfort of even aunties coming from walking up from the road from the next village above, and then just to come watch a program, and we're all stuck in one room, and then making those pancakes to host and keep everybody comfort. Just for that one program, you got their heads sticking out of the windows, the doors, halfway in the closets, halfway in the hallways, just lying down, peeking through one doorway. Solely. Man, you have your cinemas right there. It all started from home. If you come from a Samoan family, especially a Samoan family, because that trickled from back home in the villages all the way to the homes, government housing of Auckland City. So very comforting and very heartful way, like warm. You feel warm when you see that. It's like man, the struggle was real, but we adapted to it in many ways. So yeah, man, miss those days. And what's your guys' thoughts?
Man, shout out to all the villagers, man. Shout out to my dad's village, Levi Samoa. I remember this very clearly, man. I remember I would be about 11, I think, and I was staying at my dad's village, and the elders were in the main house, and it had this little like Fale Samoa at the back, and I remember all the teenagers were walking back with their machetes and whatnot, and we were sitting there watching the movie. I forgot what movie it was, but it was one of those old action movies, eh? And I was coming up to this particular part, eh? And I was like, man, isn't there like a kissing scene here? I was coming up, eh? And I was getting ready to maybe my maka with all the other kids. But they full on cut it out, eh? They cut the whole scene out. Like, this was Samoan TV. And I was like, eh? And the story didn't make sense. Because then, the scene before, he's by himself. And next to it, he's walking around with this girl. And I was just like, hey? And man, I just remember all the kids and all the old ladies will talk about the movie and be like, oh, the Kamale at the Sifi, he's the boss. He's the bad boss. He's evil. They do those, and then they're like, and then sometimes the old ladies will do the actions, the fight scenes. And I was like this, like that. And man, it was awesome, man. And I just remember you just hear the guys just sitting outside watching it from a distance. And they're talking about how they will be better than Van Damme or something like that. But nah, good memory lane, man. Those some fun memories. Everyone's just sitting there, and then
especially the big movies, like Rambo, Commando, the Van Damme, man.
Yeah, and I don't know what they're called, but those buns, those yellow buns that they used to pass out when they're watching the movie, and you had it with the Koko Samoa. Man, I just remember the grits being so big, man. When you're young and the grits just get stuck in your teeth. Crack up. Nah, good memory lane.
Nice, man.
That's funny, bro. Like, seeing that TV was probably 20 times bigger than the small TV we used to watch it from in my mum's. I remember we didn't have a TV for many years. I think I was probably maybe 4. Bro, this is crazy how vivid I can remember it. Because the first time I'd seen it, it was like one of those stereos that had a little TV screen and it had an antenna. Because back then it was analog, you could tune it in, and if someone had strong connection next door, like using the antenna, you just turn the TV that way, and the aerial out the window, and it would pick it up, and it might lose connection, it might be staticky, the lines going across the TV, and that's when you could hear that. You hear to start talking, just like when you're trying to find a dial on the radio station, the radio frequency. But I remember this, bro, because I remember when Shortland Street first came on TV at our house, and I remember it, bro, and I was like, oh, but we were watching it in black and white. So this is in the 90s, man. We were watching it black and white, man. And bro, and I remember someone said, oh, that's color. Because nah, it's black and white. It's like, nah, it's color. I remember this is how Valea we were at our house. there was a button you could take it from black and white and turn the color up.
Yeah, the
Ai,
contrast.
loa mako. Wele
Yeah,
loa
yeah.
mako, eh. Kano me, just move it. The color will come on.
Mm.
Because in my mind, it's like, don't touch it. Because once you touch it, it's not going to come. It's not going to play. Because we were just trying to tune it, But I remember watching like the first episodes of Shoulder Street on like that, man. So my dad, saved up, and obviously we were like always trying to watch it, because we were inside the house by like 6 o'clock, just, what time's their program coming on? I was like, oh, I don't know.
Do you remember the file, the nail? And they used to nail it on one of the posts, and they'll crack the glue and have that wire, and then they wrap the wire around the file. And they'll kind of ground the signal. I was like,
yeah.
Clever, G.
You're hard.
Yeah.
We did that too. Our one was actually not an actual file, but like the hook that holds up the curtain. Because we're by the window, so we'll just try and if I beat it like that, put the coat hanger. My brother, he figured it out, because the antenna, obviously, as it expands, it gets thinner and thinner. But someone had pulled it; it was broken, so he just came home one day and they grabbed the coat hanger, threaded it, put it on the side, and then touched it up to their thing. So they the man, he fixed it. And then he's an Eggman. When he got mad at us, then he'll just go and take it down, and we're like, what are you doing? He goes, nah. So we had to watch it black and white again with the lines going across. But yeah, man.
What about
memories, right?
What about get the little brother to hold the aerial up high? They just stand there. They just stand there while the whole family's watching.
I think that's why I'm triggered. Nah, move forward. Nah.
Carlo,
Stay there.
Stay there.
No idea. They have no idea, man.
Yeah.
Another TV in my house is like 100 times bigger than their small TV. Sorry, the TV that we used to watch around was probably half the size of my phone. Was.
Yeah.
And we were all sitting around like, can I watch it? Nah, you'll be sitting in front of the TV for ages. Move, man.
I remember the TV, you used to have this grey thing. They used to open it up, and you could tune each channel, and it had 8 channels.
Oh, yeah.
But we only had 3 channels back in those days, so we tuned the 3, and then close it, and you can press the button, so it's like 1, 2, so you can change channel. And I remember when the remote came, the TVs that came around, I was like, whee! I was jealous. I was like, oh, bro.
What I remember about the remote TVs, that was the start of DTR. DTR, bro. Like, that was when it was like, bro, you get a DTR, like $4.99 a week, $4.99 a week.
Oh,
like 11 years, for 11 years. So like, those are
bro, scammers,
Bro, and I think that's the first of the AV TVs as well, man. Like, what's AV for? Because not long after that, that's when the Nintendo, and they sort of before the Sega. That's when the Nintendo came out. I think
Before
the Sega
was
used by the antenna,
Yeah.
Used the antenna
Sega,
to tune it in.
What's after
Master
Sega?
System.
Atari, Sega, Atari. Wow, that's going way
The
back,
Mega Drive,
boys.
and
That's
then
going
Mega
way
Drive.
back.
Mega
Mega
Drive,
Drive,
and,
yeah. The Sega, yeah.
I
So that's
remember
going way
flying
back.
to Samoa, and we actually took a brand new aerial with us for the village. I remember that was one of the requests. Like, it was random, man.
Yeah.
Because usually it's only just sukarake. We used to bring meat and stuff over, and my dad used to bring what is it? Whitaker's chocolate for his sisters. Because my dad's sisters was always like his bellies, eh? And I remember this one time I was looking at the suitcase and I was like, what is it? Aerial in here. Then when we got there, eh, then all the boys were like, oh, put it in. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, man.
Wow, that's a real memory lane, eh, for all our Samoan families, eh, that they relate to that one as well. Far out, man. So true, eh? So true. What about when somebody they accidentally push the what do you call it, the tuning button instead of changing the channel? Yeah, or the volume. They're supposed to turn the volume up, and then they push the tuning button during halfway through a movie.
Or if someone trips over the power cord, or someone trips over the power cord, and it compares everything. Bro, that's
Even
when all
worse-
the old
even
ladies
worse-
would pull out vale, man.
Yeah, even worse. Say it's double or triple the crowd when the All Blacks or the Auckland Blues game is on.
So it's facts.
Oh man! And then somebody pushes the wrong button. Sorry. Oh man, that goes down deep, eh, lads? It goes down deep, man.
And the ads were always so long. The ads were always so long, and they showed like Ben-Hur movies. You remember those? Like Cleopatra. One of the ads were so long, and then like you're watching the ad like it's another movie, and then it'll cut back to the actual movie. You're like, hey.
Bro, hard out, eh? Man. Touching it, boys.
Decades,
That's a
boys.
good memory lane, man.
Nah,
Yo.
hard, bro. But back straight into what we've been watching, bro. Start with you guys.
Shucks, to be honest, I was just watching some just educational stuff just on law, and rights, and just for personal gain, personal knowledge, you know. Yeah, just boring stuff, boys. Just boring stuff.
Yo.
What else I've been watching? That's about it, eh? This week, that's it. That's about it. What about you, Eddies?
Oh man, same. Just with my cousin here, I want to spend as much time as I can, and we've just been chatting and spend time with the young ones. But man, we cause we got a what are those Chromecast TVs, whatever. So Chromecast YouTube, and we're watching the Jaden Lang series. He visited Samoa, so because Leti mentioned it last time, so I was like, man, I wanna watch it. So I started watching that, and man, we all got into it. And then watching Spanian when he went to Samoa, and then all of a sudden, bro, all these Filipino stuff started popping up with cooking pigs and stuff, and that got us hungry. That was a bad idea playing those videos, and then we were just craving a whole pig. And then today we're having a whole pig. I was like, hey,
Hey.
it's weird how the universe works out, bro.
Bricks,
But,
yeah, exactly.
But yeah,
That's
shout
so
out to Lillian and her Tongan side, her Tongan family, man. Shout out to you guys for hooking us with a pig. But yeah, man, and it was so hot when they came, and like my cousin Steven looked at me. He's like, "Oos, can you break the pig up?" I was like, "Oh damn, this is my day off."
Yeah.
So now I got my knifey out and just started breaking as much as I could. But yeah, now that's all I've been watching, really. Yeah, haven't been able to watch anything else. Just been so busy, and hopefully, with school back on, I might be able to catch some stuff new. Yeah. How about you, Let's?
Oh, bro, I've been watching a bit, bro, it's funny, man. I've been doing it during my downtime, but I managed to watch the Hood Diaries that David Abita, the new fresh start.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just his walk through Ranui. Yeah, it was a little bit I went scream proud because it was only because obviously the text from a guy who went through stuff as he was growing up, like, you know what I mean, and that's not my story from the hood. I know Dave actually gave us the opportunity to go do a Hood Diaries, and we just put it off, but we never took it. We should have actually jumped on it, And I think if you see the Spaniard when he does his ones, he's more or less going back through the hoods of Sydney because he's trying to capture all of that change now before it fully changes. Because I stayed out in Shelby and Mount Druitt one time, and I managed to freeze the screen and show my kids where I stayed when I lived in Sydney. It was behind the liquor store in Shelby. So yeah, just I wish like I might actually reach out to him and get a few boys like to come in who's still in the hood, man. Because there's the way that guy grew up, and he obviously has like a troubled teen. But then there's other guys as well, man, and it's funny that they can go up to Territory North and all they're saying is all the people who made it were all from Kelston. So that to me is like, oh, bro, that's talking to like a circle of people. But whereas you think about Ranui as a whole, because bro, Ranui is the hood. Like you can say New Lynn and Kelston are hoods, but if you think about that hood, bro, Ranui's boundaries pretty big because you can pretty much most people will say up to Sunline and Massey is still Ranui. You can go up to Lincoln Road, Universal, that's still top of Ranui, But that's how people sort of refer to the 833, 832, you know what I mean? But yeah, watch that. I thought it was a different take, different perspective. Like that was the way they grew up in the hood and their struggle. But then nah, man, that sort of just got the algorithm looking, and then there's Sonny Jim, bro, SJ and his uncle, bro, they did a walk through the city, man, and it was started off by SJ's uncle Shogun just doing a live and just talking about how he was homeless at a point in his life and just how he's grateful. And bro, it's less than 10 years ago, and Sonny Jim was talking about like how he was like a troubled teen and he ran away from home, just just didn't want to go home because he knew if he got home that he'd get arrested and they'll take him back to the boarding home.
Yeah.
But so they spent 48 hours on the street and then downtown, and nah, to me it was a reflection of the times and how real it is. Because like, you know, when I was doing like, you know, ground walks and walking in between stations, bro, like I was seeing it as well, and it's hard, so you can only imagine. And of all times to go and do it, they actually slipped out on the street in downtown for 48 hours, and bro, it was like the first day was just pouring down with rain, you know. And like, I love that they shared the realness of that video, because Shogun said, like, if in any way he can show a bit of people just what it looks like, because he said the moment that they sat down, people started walking on the footpath, started to walk around them, you know, and it just changes the perspective of how people see other people, you know. And it's sort of like, for them, it was like, nah, I've actually got a home. I'm just doing it. I'm just sitting out here, like, you know, whereas they got the choice to go home, where some other people don't have that luxury, you know. So, nah, I just love the realness of that film. I know Nixon tried to do a sleep, well, he tried to do a day for his mayoral campaign sort of shit, but I mean, I think you gotta surround yourself with people who are gonna talk life and tell you straight up, bro. If you're changes, can't, bro, there be a changes, bro, because that's the one thing that everyone's gonna fault you on, is being changes. But nah, bro,
Changes, yeah.
Like, to me, it's if you're doing it for clout, bro, or bro, if you wanna really know, man, you don't need to go far, bro. You can just look in your locals, look at Henderson, look in Territory. You'll see beggars, man. You see people around. You don't need to go to town to do it. But yeah, I thought it was interesting. It's almost like people doing it as a trend. Because Sonny Jim was saying, like, don't ask me to come and join me. Just look in your backyard, bro. You'll see it. You don't need to come all the way to town to see what's going on in the street. Have a look in your background, man. So yeah, it's pretty good. Like, those guys are speaking life like that, man. Because yeah, a lot of people can always want to help what's happening overseas, unless it's your family. But like, bro, just take a look around, bro. Look around you, man. People were going through struggle, and bro, it's reality, you know. But yeah, I'll be watching that stuff, bro, and just listening to old episodes of Imtiata Clip, just listening, eh? So yeah, shout outs to Eric and Arms and producer Cams, man. Bro, I just laugh at some of the stuff, the content, eh? I was like, surely, man, we're like out the gate with the conversations, eh? And I think the early stuff, man, but nah, bro, we're almost up to 200 guys, so wow. I think it's a mean feat, bro. So yeah.
Nice. That's good. That's a good breakdown, which you said about the hood thing. I haven't seen it with that guy, but yeah, every like you're saying, Ranui out towards Masseyways, they all have a different story. But then coming towards Newland and Cowston, once again another different story. But then coming from the 828s as well out to West Central Ways, it's also another from Avondale out to Central Ways, it's another different story as well. But by saying that, yeah, a lot of good has come out from these communities as well. A lot of educational purposes. People who's excelled in education and excelled in sports from all these areas. That also I wish they would put onto those hood diaries as well. What's the good outcome? What's the good outcome? Rather than it's all good. Breaking down the history and where whatever street gangs and whatever has come from, where it began. But there's also an ending to that story as well, which is positivity. First and most foremost. So yeah, man, big shout outs to all those areas. It would be good to have a Custon and Newland walkthrough as well as an Avondale West Central walkthrough as well, because man, Avondale had a history, man. Avondale had a history, bro. It was pretty much wherever you came from, Central or South. Pretty much Avondale, man, stood alone, man. Held their own, man. Held their own in sports and then everything, and in the street and the hood itself as well. It was to my understanding, Avondale was a very active place. They're very tight culture there and tight unit, you know, of all many cultures came together, and then they held their own in just that area itself. And man, just seeing the memorial taggings and the memorial graffiti out in Avondale markets. Oh man, some artistic. That's from the hood. That's from the hood, man. So very, very positive outcomes has come out from these stories. So I wish they would end the stories in that way too. Yeah.
And it's still going well, Avondale. Like I remember back in the day, we used to travel all the way to Avondale to go to the markets. And all the church will be there, like getting all their fruits and veggies, and then you get to the whaleaingas, get your kalo, Whasimamoe and then head back home. But no, I didn't watch that whole Diaries of Ranu, but I did see a little snippet of one of the last guys, Lei Iono, the barbershop at Wolf's Gym. I know that family personally, and I know they do a lot to give back. So he trains with a lot of the boys at the Starling Park, and like I said in the video, he went and talked to the council about upgrading it because it's been the same since he was in school, and
Yeah.
they basically just brushed him off. Like it's sad.
Hey.
His brother, who's like my year level, he was one of the breakers and poppers back in the day. He used to be a lot of the dance crews and whatnot, and he had a pretty bad upbringing too. But God bless his mum and his grandparents; they were the saving light of that family. And he's giving back now. He does a lot of work with young youth and young kids. So even the sister did a lot of work in radio and broadcasting. So that one family alone, even though everything was stacked up against them in the heart of Ranui, they're giving back tenfold now. Like there's the thing about these walks and these hood like diaries or whatever, man. They focus on like the dark past and whatnot.
Yeah.
But
hard.
the thing is, with extreme pressure can turn a rock into a diamond. You know, hundreds of years of pressure. You know, you turn these stones into diamonds, and I think the video they need to edit it a little bit to just show a bit more of the diamonds that come out of it. Because then, what's the point of watching these videos if you're just going to be depressed at looking at the hood? You know. So no,
100,
I'm
bro.
keen to watch it now. I'm keen to watch it, yo.
Nah, but like we gotta like to me, it feels like we're not gonna reach out to Dave and do it, but I'd rather grab just a crew of boys and just actually bring some GoPros or even some cameras and actually just do the walkthrough ourselves, man. Because I think
Sick.
a lot of our fams, like, and we're obviously gonna have boys in different area codes, you know. Respectfully, we're gonna go through and just do it properly, man. Because I didn't feel like I enjoyed the light that Ranui got just from that video, and that was pretty much this is West Auckland, you know. Because to me, Ranui Swanson, bro, that's the Wes of the West Auckland, bro. Like, because that's pretty much you're pretty much 15 to 20 minutes from the end of the coast, and that's pretty much Lion Rock is the last bit of Auckland that you see if you ever fly to Oz. So that's why it's like, oh, it owns that title, you know. But that's just my opinion.
No, that's a good opinion because we've always known I've been back and forth from West Central to South from my upbringings. But what you just said there, to our understanding, we've always thought past Custon was West. Past Custon was like west, like going towards. When we mentioned Henderson, I said, "Oh, sorry, that's too far out west." So you know what I mean. So what you said, just breaking it down to our understanding from out south and from out West Central, we always thought, "Oh shit, West is out Henderson and beyond." I said, "Shit, they live in the wop wops out there, man. They don't worry about that there, boys. Let's keep it central. So that's how we understood West. We always thought West Central was Cowston, Newlyn, Avondale, and then
How do you
anything
think
past that was West.
How do you think it would have felt for me being at Custom Boys Loops and all the boys lived in New Lynn or Glen Eden, bro? It was like, oh, where
There
you
you
stay?
go.
And I'd go,
There you
right
go.
now, and they're, what the fuck you come out?
Yeah,
And to think about it, like,
yeah.
put it in perspective, it's like, bro, how many bus stops is that? Then you do the counting, and you're like,
That's
32
what I'm
stops.
saying.
And like, fuck
Yeah,
you come
yeah.
all the way out here. It's like,
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
that's it, bro. Like, for us in the hood, getting on that
That's
bus or
exactly.
getting dropped off is like fucking, it's like someone going from Auckland to Hamilton, bro, literally. Because it's like, bro, that's a journey and a half just to
Bro.
get there. Then it's going to be another journey and a half getting back, bro. So, yeah, bro,
Yeah.
it wasn't fun, but it was, you know, back in the day. But when you think about it now, it's like, oh, bro, stop that. Like, you know,
Yeah,
Uber. Might be cheaper than Uber, man. Our Fia Poko of the weeks, man. We got a backlog of Fia Poko of the weeks, man. And shucks, man. I don't even know where to start and whether to laugh or actually like, very, because the amount of stuff that is coming up on social media, bro. I don't know if it's my algorithm, but shout out to the cuz Hans, bro. So anyone who sends me videos on Instagram, bro, and there's some classic ones this week, bro, or the last 2 weeks.
Even Filippo put some good ones up.
Still waiting for Ty to post that one on the weight of that lady. cowboy boots, a cowboy hat, and if all I don't know.
Summer celebrations out in
Oh, we
out in
forgot to
Cali.
mention this guy's
Out in
shirtless and pantless, and he's wearing a pair of speedos. I don't know. What is this world coming to, Kaisar? This,
It's a Chiho.
You gotta love Mr. Lingaling.
man,
Yeah,
Oh,
sick you, man. Sick.
that's a good one. Number 2. This is no. That lady was literally stepping off the boat. Oh no.
Oh, sure.
I guess you just don't do stupid things by jumping off the roof of the top of the boat and you don't actually clear the boat. But yeah,
I think
man,
that might be AI. I don't know. It just looks a bit weird, eh? But if it is real, god damn, why you jump off like that?
Yeah. Especially
I think it
being
was
that
the
big.
motion of the boat for me, eh? Like if you're gonna jump and you actually don't clear it and then you hit the boat and then the boat actually goes up and down like the way it did. Oh, surely.
Man,
That's crazy, man.
those Samoan kids in Samoa, they got the meanest clearance from any rock. They do the Pythagoras and anything from just looking, bro. Those kids jump from dangerous spots. I'm like, oh, but they make it out safe. I'm like, eh.
Yeah.
This next
It
one's
does.
gotta be the most classic one. This is in a basketball game, bro. So this guy is obviously they're down. Australia's down, and from the throw-in, this nga'o scores in the wrong goal. Like I didn't even know this was a rule, bro. But if you score in the wrong goal, like in the opposition goal, it's a point to the other team. What was he?
It's 2 points for Australia.
Wait, what?
I have never seen that in the hundreds of basketball games I have called.
Makes sense, though, eh?
Yeah.
Ball gets it into Saney. That's the wrong basket.
What the fuck?
It's 2 points for Australia.
What do you call that? That is I have no
Wow.
idea.
Oh,
And then we
Kaisar,
got
your camera fell off.
And then we got the
Yes.
greatest escape ever. This is a guy who's gone whangoka and he's trying to show the fish to the camera. Oh no.
Oui.
Man.
Yeah, buddy.
There's something
Yeah.
about white people and fish, bro. This doesn't go in. This guy was literally like 10 meters away from the water and he slipped and then the fish it flops, and then goes back and swims away. Can't make that shit up, bro.
Yeah. Man, good on the fish, man. He made it. Surely.
There's another one here with a guy who's trying to say he's putting stuff on his skin. It's called, it's from Factory 503. And it's just the amount of advice. He's trying to be like a Steve Irwin, bro. Like he's on his knees on the ground and he's got a turtle and he's like telling everyone, this is what you got to do. And like, watch, it's like an insect repellent, eh? Oh, this is what you call stupid, bro.
Hands or over your arms on any kind of component of your skin because of the smell and the vapor of the vinegar that it gives off. It is actually a deterrent to the crabs and they won't bite. Watch.
Hey, yo.
Go. Over your hands or over your arms on any kind of component of your skin.
The confidence in his ballet, I don't know, eh? Check it out for you guys, man. He's which one of that belongs to the Fia Poko of the week.
You want to go first, Eddie?
Oh man, I'm going for that crab. Oos.
The clutch play, the crab.
The crab's like, yeah, come.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Was. For me, I'll have to go and support Mr. Ling Ling himself, especially with those. He had the best panties on with the Samoa flag on there, so I'll have to go with Mr. I have to go with Mr. Ling Ling, and then I want to try and find those panties that he had. So yeah, with the Samoa flag on it, yeah. Because with the court system I'm going through, I think I need to borrow those Mr. Ling Ling, Mr. Ling Ling best panties with the Samoa flag on it. So yeah,
Right.
Mr. Ling Ling is for me.
You know, I thought, I'll be honest, bro, I thought nothing of those guys next to their crab bite. But then when I've actually What are you gonna do when they really don't wanna dance? I think that guy told the shit. Like I wanna know. Did he take his medicine, or was it a pick gone wrong? Did he take his medicine, or was it a pick gone wrong, bro? Because that's Fia Poko, bro. Like,
It's a Samoa celebration in Kelly, man. He had the piss panties on.
but then I was thinking, did he go to the Whaneka Mea, and then he heard the song and just ran up, but he got his clothes inside the machine? That's a whole lot of confidence from a G, bro. Nah, yeah, those two, bro, definitely front runners for Fia Poko the weeks, man.
Yo,
Sick.
that's the Super Samoa, man.
That's the piss panties on.
It's that bloodline.
Just another, we got another Fia Poko of the week, and I don't know if you saw it, but it was the Akari. Was that how you say your name? Akari, charged with assault.
Ooh.
And no, her name is Robin, and she's a local artist in Samoa. And apparently, she was pulled from the a performance in Samoa. They had a lineup of a whole lot of artists that flew in. But yeah, this, and because I followed that Sam Atua, he's got a sicky list of covers. But this lady's been renowned for obviously being a bit of a handful when it comes to performances, but I just thought it was worth the share. She actually went up to Semi Atoa's daughter. She's only 18, inside the bathrooms and assaulted her, and she ended up getting charged, and then got pulled from the lineup. And what's funny is that she went on her own social media platform and tried to defend her actions, and then once actually she seen that Sam had made a complaint to the police department, she was remorseful and then stood in front of the judge. So that's gotta be another Fia Poko of the week. Like, who does that? Not those. Do you know who I am? One see. But yeah, I guess in that instance here, if you know you're wrong, but you think you got a big following and you think that the following's gonna believe you, well, just remember some other people have bigger followings.
Yo,
Send me your toast, the man, bro. Like I'd like to think that I do follow Samoa music, but if I never heard of this lady, sorry, lady, I don't know who you are.
I think she's got a few tracks that went viral on TikTok, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll have to look it up. Yo.
But here's a little stab from Filippo. Oh, sorry, imagine her music when she comes out of the other side of her legal issues, though. Not a 50 Cent or a Tupac, eh?
Do a collaboration with P. Diddy and R. Kelly.
Oh, shit.
Food review. Who's got our food review?
You can get first, Eddie.
You get first, Oos. Mine's just a bois.
Oh, just the bois. Yeah, funny enough, with the food review. So, man, went to Taiping. Shout out to Taiping, Newland. Man, I remember a couple of podcasts back we were speaking about Eli's favorite fruit, the durian fruit. Yeah. So here it is, guys. I'm gonna do it live right here on this podcast. And for you viewers, if you guys know, and if you guys comment down below if you guys tried it. If you haven't, man, this is probably the next best thing. So right here, boys.
I don't
right
think
here,
it counts if it's an apples.
Well, it's still off of durian fruit. It's still off of durian fruit. So I asked them if they had the durian fruit, but they said they're out of stock. So apparently these are quite popular in the Asian community.
Yo.
So I'm gonna pop this open and then I have a taste day. As for our food review, eh? Still sealed, so I haven't tried it yet. Still sealed.
Wait, is it dehydrated or was it in like sewer or something?
No, it's dehydrated. It was just coated.
Okay, before you pop it, bro. One of my mates, he bought me an upper, and I don't know if the upper was muffled or whether it had been dented or whatever, bro. But when I had it, it wasn't pleasant, Oos. But then I see my mate Tim when he's over in Cambodia, bro. They've been having it every day of the week, bro. But go ahead, Oos.
Yeah, man. So I'll open this just for us, bro. Right here, the WesWes Networks, brother. Right here, first times only. Check
you want me to play your pussy?
Play the pussy,
Make sure your undies are clean.
I'll
Usos.
have a smell. I'm going commando today, brother.
Eesh.
Oh shit! It smells kind of shit. Hey, it smells kind of funny, but yeah, I'll get a couple of these for you boys. See what these ones look like. Oh, here they are, boys. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Right here. I'll pop in the fruit.
It sounds like a dehydrated Fruit Loops.
Yeah, it must be like miyaki flavored or something.
To be honest, yeah,
Yeah, right?
it tastes quite nice. Yeah, it tastes quite nice. Probably the first taste when it hit my taste buds, it tasted kind of a bit off, kind of like a bit of like a rotten taste, like a rotten banana. You know when a banana was overripe,
Yeah.
but a banana when it's black,
Yeah.
that's what it tastes like. But as soon as you start crunching it, because it's in a peanut flavor coated, so I think to me, the durian fruit tastes a little bit like a rotten banana that's been sitting for a month. But this here, because it's a peanut flavored
It's not
and
too
it's a
bad.
durian, it's not too bad. It's pretty nice. It's not too bad. So if I do come across a durian fruit, I will open it up live right here at the WesWes Networks, just for the viewers. Just for the viewers. And if your viewers have tried it, comment down below, man. Let us know what it's like. But I'm keen to do a food review and bring it on live right here at the WesWes Networks.
Yo.
That's me, man. That's me. Kaisar, aka Chucky Blue. Let's get it done.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
Tell me about this pork so I can get galdus.
Oh, man. To the pig came in, eh? Fuck. I sent the photo into the chat, but like, it was a size 2 pig, so it's, small suckling. Oh, bro. Like, I was cutting into it, you could hear the crackling, like, oh, bro. Like, it wasn't fully cooked properly, so we probably needed to heat it up properly again, but the belly was all perfectly cooked. It's just the shoulder and the legs that needed a bit more cooking. But, bro, the juices that came out of the bois, and they stuffed it. They stuffed it with, like, a loaf of bread and some other herbs and spices, and they tied it up. Oh, bro. I had a little tiny piece. Oh, man, it was so good. But, yeah, the buaka, hand-turned, 10 out of 10. Seki.
Oh, nice.
Nice, boys. Oh, man. That's pretty much our episode, boys, man. Might as well finish up with some last words. Let's go, Kaisar.
Last words. Yeah, because we brought up domestic violence. Just let it be known, there is in New Zealand, there is a women's refuge that you can go to and contact. It's 0800 733 843, Women's Refuge for Domestic Violence. And we have plenty of support for women out there dealing with domestic violence. So you're not alone. You can go to these places. It's all shown online as well. So before anything happens, or even if it's happened, and then, yeah, reach out to our communities, because we are there and there are help there for you, for the females out there. So 0800 733 843, Women's Refuge. And probably, the last words for our viewers, I'd just like to read this one out to you. And it goes a little something like this. Everyone has the human right to live in a safe and free from violence and abuse. So everyone has the human right to live in a safe and free from violence and abuse. Society has a duty to recognize and define the right. It is only later in the relationship, when the door to your own home is locked, that you really understand and really start learning what power and control looks like and feels like behind closed doors. So that's just a little bit of wise words for those that are struggling with domestic violence. We don't know what you guys are going through behind closed doors, but what that quote is saying is basically get the help that you need, because we're out there. And if you are being powered or overpowered or controlled behind closed doors, then it's a toxic relationship and you need to get out from there. If it's kids involved, these services as well can help and support you 100%. So, get out there. Alofa to all of you and the families, and for those that are struggling and hitting those speed bumps, just reset mentally and physically, readapt, and then just keep going forward. Yeah, that's me, Kaisar.
Nice, Uso. same message, man. If you need help, reach out. But man, I just want to make a special shout out to my Queensland fans out there. Man, we
My
did
man.
it. We did it.
My man.
To all the New South Wales guys, man. You know, it's only a game, and you know, I know you guys will come back next year super strong. So that's the beauty of State of Origin, is like both teams are at their peak. So yeah, don't wallow in the sorrows for too long. Bragging rights to my brothers though, and also, man, yeah, just be careful out there. Make sure you double check things, triple check things. I'm speaking about the other subject that we spoke about today with council and you know, the resource consents and stuff. Just make sure, even if you got to pay a little bit more, you know, what's the cost of having peace of mind? You know, so yeah, be safe out there, guys. Keep warm and treat each other with respect. Lawful aku. Seki.
Yeah, those was my final words. Yeah, just keep warm over these coming days. Obviously, man, if you can, take on the advice about how to keep your feet comfy during the workday, and yeah, just put on an extra layer of clothing if you can, comfortably, without getting the cold sweats and giving yourself cold. But yeah, just wanted to share a little love to the O'Brien, Yosua, and Tulimanu family. With the loss of our cousin Kailele, and also to all their family members who flew in and out of the country. Much love to you all. And yeah, and to my auntie Makalika, who messaged me late last night. I know it was a late message, but much love to you, auntie. And yeah, toke lauke ola. Yeah, get it late and I love it. That wraps out our episode, fams. Thanks to all our viewers and our followers, and especially those who tune in on Spotify. But you catch more of our crew on 135 Footy Show, also the Counter Rack, our new film and TV WesWes YouTube channel. They catch the 135 channel and our late returns and producer Cam's self-titled podcast. I just wanted to make another shout out to the bro Popea Loptala for the beautiful song rendition of his love song that he shared the other day. It's only a game, guys. It's only a game. But yeah, if you made it this far, give us a like, subscribe, and share. Show some love for the WesWes Network, where we give our Pacifico point of view in one shot, no retraction, man. That about does us, boys. Let's get the fuck out of here. Sick.
Story.